This is Fantasy Banter HQ. Bold takes, sharp analysis, and zero filters.
And then I started scrolling back on you guys' thread because there was a thread going in our league, and I realized that Mole, the reason why he was even talking shit to begin with was because of what happened in that game.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
I instantly
it was
threw
crazy.
out that they were going to kill me in the Survivor League. I was pissed. That's what kind of started it in our thread. And then I, of course, was just watching that game and enjoying it.
Yeah,
enjoying every minute of it. I want Jackson Dart to succeed so bad, and
yeah,
I'm pissed that happened. But I didn't really see there was no choking on his behalf, was there? Or was there?
No, it was the kicker.
No.
The kicker missed 2 extra points.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cut him today.
It was crazy. Did they? They waited till Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess.
We're gonna give him Monday and make him think he made the cut. And then we're gonna get him on Tuesday. Surprise!
I heard about it today. It could have been yesterday. That probably would have made more sense for the guy.
That would have been so messed up.
They're like, tell us why you should remain on our team. And he's like, please don't cut me, please. And then they're like, okay. They wait till the next day. You're like, just kidding, you're cut. You're out.
Right. How does it feel?
This is the best prank
we
ever.
thought we were gonna win.
But still,
man,
to give up 33 points in the fourth quarter is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was able to watch a fair amount of the games, including the.
So did they say that that's now the biggest comeback in NFL history? Because remember,
it's gotta be.
Well, remember
the Vikings. 33-0 was the Vikings.
Yeah. So what was this other one?
This one was 19-0. Then it was 19-8. Then it was 26-8. Then it was 26-16. Yeah. It was kind of back and forth a few times, but it was like the Vikings against the Colts was 33-0.
Yeah. Yeah, we're way better than them. Kirk Cousins way better than Bo Nix. We need him back. Have you guys seen the memes of the what am I thinking of? Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone, and he's like, if you come back, I promise. And he's doing that whole thing, and he pulls out the picture of Sam Darnold, and he's looking at him.
Like, you'll promise to be good if you come back.
I promise to be good if you come back. It's hilarious, man. Never gets old. All right. Well,
fantasy winners and losers.
We know what time it is today. I really need to figure out. I should turn up the volume on that from now on.
Fantasy winners and losers.
That was too loud.
We're working it out.
Yeah, we're working out the kinks right now. We're working out the kinks. You got to get like a little jingle going with that, I wonder if I can play music at the same time as I do it.
Fantasy winners and losers.
There you go. Nice. And I stepped all over.
That goes with it.
Yeah. And then I just turn it off. I turn the music off at the end.
No fading out. No.
Cut.
That's what we're going with from now on. All right, week 7 fantasy winners and losers, and we're gonna hear from the two experts here on the podcast, what they think happened and how it happened and who did it and why you should put this person in your lineup potentially next year. By next year, I mean next week.
Or next month.
All right, let's start out with QB fantasy. We're gonna go QB. Let's go QB winners. Let's go QBs. Should we go QB winners and losers? I think we'll go QB winner and losers, and then we'll swoop through the rest of them. But let's start with Justin. I want to know who Justin thinks won the week.
So I'm going to throw one out there to be a little self-deprecating because he was on my losers list last week. And I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford. Last week I had him as a loser because of the Puka injury, and that because he funneled so much work to Puka, he was going to be lost. But boy, was I dead wrong with his 5-touchdown performance this last week. And if anything, he showed he could absolutely get it done without Puka. It's almost like they took it as a challenge, and he really spread the ball around, and he looked great against that Jacksonville defense.
Didn't Devontae Adams have 3 touchdowns, but super low yardage?
Yes, that's exactly the case. I mean, Stafford did have under 200 yards passing, but he did have that 5 touchdown performance. He looked fantastic. Not once did he look lost.
Yeah, Adams 5 for 35 and 3 touchdowns. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Sure, I'll take it.
Shebass, who do you got?
Bo Nix.
Oh man, that was an easy one.
Yeah, it was an easy one. Dude, he scored the most points out of anybody. He even beat out Christian McCaffrey this weekend. So yes, 39.96 points, 27 for 50 on passes, and 279 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns. So it was it was crazy because I didn't think it was going to be a good weekend for him, and then that fourth quarter happened, and it was just like, all right.
What do you guys think from an NFL QB perspective? We haven't seen a lot of JJ McCarthy, but do you think Bo Nix might end up having a better career than JJ McCarthy?
No.
Really? Just based on, I mean, I feel like he's a little bit more mature. You know what I mean? But he has had a lot more snaps, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an older quarterback.
He is, isn't he? Isn't he like 20?
Yeah.
I don't even want to throw a number out there. But
that was the knock on him. I think he was like 24 or 25 when he came out. So he's older, kind of like Penix. Same issue with him. So
yeah. It's difficult to gauge just because of the small sample size we have with JJ, and Nix obviously has had some success at this point. So, we would like to say hopefully that's not going to be the case. At least he has a good coach in O'Connell, just like Sean Payton's been for Nix. So I hope that's not quite the case, but he's looking pretty good so far.
Douche.
I know. I hate that part of it. I used to love Denver.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you're
once I hired him, that was out the door.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our first QB losers of the week, Justin.
All right, I will. There's a few. I'm gonna go with Tua.
Tua
is hot garbage.
Tua's a loser, straight up. I mean,
right.
I mean, just to have him in our super flex and me going, should I play some scrub instead of Tua? I think I put Jordan Mason in the league just because I was like, I don't even want the second QB. Tua's not worth it. So.
It's so interesting. I mean, obviously Miami is just completely falling apart and the leadership is terrible, but we've seen Tua excel. So it's odd to see him just be so terrible. For 3 interceptions and lost his starting job this upcoming week. So that definitely qualifies as a loser in my book.
Well, and you also have like one guy on the team that's really good that they don't want to give the ball to, which is Achane. Like at this point, just keep feeding him the rock. He's all you got.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, guys, and I know we haven't moved on to this, Devin Achane available in my guillotine league this week. Are you? I'm kind of afraid of Achane only because I feel like the Dolphins are on a downward spiral. But what are your thoughts on Achane the rest of the season?
Well, I mean, I think that the talent is there, certainly. I would be in the same boat as you. That concern. Anybody who's not going to be super consistent, you gotta be worried about in a guillotine league. He had been up until this past week, and they actually got so far behind they started giving the ball to his backup. So he I think the entire fourth quarter he didn't play. So that's something that if the team's just going to start mailing it in and not fighting for their coach, then they're going to be in a lot of games where they're blown out, and in those instances your guy might not get the opportunities.
Yeah. I'm looking, and there's multiple people with still $1,000 in the guillotine league, which means I'll never get Christian McCaffrey. I'm cooked. Someone's gonna pay $1,000 for him. All right. Shebath, who's your first? Or wait, we're still. Oh wait, we're still on. We're on QB duds.
Yep. Caleb Williams, 4.68 points this past weekend. So he just didn't have a good weekend.
I dumped Caleb Williams in my Caleb Williams league for Justin Fields, which we've talked about in previous podcasts. And then I more recently was able to dump Justin Fields for none other than Drake May. It's a guillotine league. So
nice.
I got out of that one. I got out
That's
of
a good
that one. I
move.
maneuvered my way out, and I avoided being chopped just by like 5 points or something this week.
Oh,
So I'm lucky I did that, or I would have been done.
Yeah, that's a good pickup. I mean, yeah, Caleb Williams did not have a good game. He had interception, no touchdowns, 172 passing yards. So
people still
God.
thinking that he's, he is growing and becoming what we thought he was. I think just because the Bears have been winning games, but boy, I'm not really seeing it. He had the game against the Cowboys, and then since really nothing. And to be honest, he really didn't have to do much because both of his running backs had really good games. So
yeah.
Do you think the Bears, just if you're drafted by the Bears as a QB, you're just cooked, you're done? Like you're just not going to be good?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it. I don't know. The Caleb Williams thing is there were red flags back when he was at USC. So I don't know. They took him way too high. I mean, in my opinion,
that's interesting.
Leadership.
Go ahead.
Just leadership wise, like I watch a lot of USC games because I'm a Gopher and a USC fan, right? So, just throwing people under the bus and just his leadership skills just wasn't there, and you're starting to see it too with him not being coachable from previous coaches. So,
at one point didn't Caleb Williams take Spencer Rattler's job at Oklahoma or something like that? Wherever they played prior to him going to USC?
Yeah, he did.
So, I mean, looking at it now, I mean, who's better as an NFL QB right now, Spencer Rattler or Caleb Williams?
Well, Caleb Williams.
Because Tua also took Hurts's job in college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was that?
Alabama.
No, that was in Alabama.
It was Alabama.
And then he transferred. Yeah. And then Hurts transferred to Oklahoma, right?
Honestly, I have no clue. All I know is that I would rather have Hurts than Tua any day of the week.
Right.
And but
then there's always that picture you see with those two and Mac Jones smoking stogies together, all on Alabama. And now look, Mac Jones is the best of the three.
Yeah, Mac Jones is over here taking people's jobs still. It's so funny because if I seen Brock Purdy and Mac Jones walking on the street together, I'd have no clue which was which. I'd be like, I don't know. They both look like the same exact guy to me.
Yeah. Mac Purdy, right? Yeah.
Like, which one of you guys loves Juwan Jennings? Mac.
The other one loves Kittle.
Exactly. All right, moving on to running back. We are going to go winners of the week at running back, Justin.
All right, I'm going to go with a player that not huge numbers, but the workload is entirely his. Had a decent game, Ramondre Stevenson, especially with Henderson only getting 2 carries, just completely taken out of the game plan. Didn't get any workload, even though the game was put away. He didn't get run in the fourth quarter. Ramondre had 18 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown. So a winner just from a workload standpoint, and then he also did perform as well.
What's going on with that, man? Because I just turned on a trade with Ramondre. I turned on multiple trades with Ramondre this year, and I do have him in one league. But all of a sudden, now it's looking like he's the guy.
Yeah, at this point, I fortunately have him and Henderson in the same league, so I'm just kind of owning it and just going to run with Stevenson until they prove me otherwise.
Yeah. Who do you got, Shebass?
I'm going to go with one of my breakout guys with Rashard Smith, the rookie running back from Kansas City. So he's on my radar earlier
Tuesday. Overreaction Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, he was on my radar earlier in the year, but he just never was able to take any touches away from Pacheco. So I don't know if it was because of that blowout game that they had going on that he got some carries, but he went 14 for 39 yards and 5 receptions for 42 yards. So I gave him 13 points. I mean, somebody to watch, see if he gets some traction.
Just opening up the door to some more running back production. Whatever happened to Andy Reid, man? Whatever happened to Andy Reid hooking us up with a fantasy running back? Right? Remember the Westbrook days? It's like he hates us.
Oh, remember those? Yeah. The interesting thing there, though, is I kind of had Pacheco as a slight, win or two because he had 15 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Out of the three backs, Hunt really didn't get any run. So I'm not quite – that's one game I didn't get to watch quite a bit of. So I'm not quite sure if there was an injury or what the game flow was. I know, like you said, it was a pretty big blow up, but to have Hunt not get any run even in the early quarters – it was interesting to see Pacheco get that heavy workload.
And I think I actually had Hunt in the league because I think it was our Empire League. So I think I gave Uncle Steve the nice dub. Is that who I was playing? I think I was.
I think so. You must have played him in 2 leagues then because you beat him in the other league.
Oh, maybe I didn't play him then. I don't know. Maybe I should pay attention to my fantasy lineups.
Do you have too many teams?
Dude, every year I try to quit another league and I end up in another league. It's like I can't.
We don't allow it.
Growing.
Every year I tell Justin I'm done with this one league, and then every year, like, now all of a sudden I'm attending the draft again. Like, I went from like boycotting the draft and I'm leaving next year to like now I'm back.
Yeah, you're back in it even more so. And you got a good team this year, so you're not going to want to bail. You're going to be on that high.
Yeah, let's see if I can take that plastic ring away from those other scrubs in that league. That Buffalo Wild Wings championship ring.
Yeah.
Although last year it looked like they weren't doing that anymore. It looked like the dude had to dig in like the bottom drawer of like his office. Like,
I wonder if it had 2024 on it or 2023.
Yeah, we're in there complaining like, "Where's our championship ring this year?" And the guy comes out like 75 minutes later with this thing. Like he just found it floating around in his trunk or something. He's like, "Here, guys, gosh."
Yeah.
I didn't look to see if it was the wrong year. That's hilarious. All right, move on to running back losers for the week. Justin, who you got?
I will go with Saquon Barkley. 18 carries, 44 yards. We all thought that against the Vikings he was going to have a big day. Simply because if there's a strength to the Vikings defense, it's been the passing defense and not so much the rushing defense. So they must have changed their focus this week. That paired with maybe I don't think the offensive line is really opening the holes like they did last year for Saquon. So
yeah, Brian Flores definitely is like, we have to stop the run, and then they just Jalen Hurts just passed all over him, which is great for me in that one league that I have him in, and I had AJ Brown going, the connection. So, yeah, I did beat Uncle Steve in that league. Fantastic.
You smoked him.
Fantastic.
Even with Tua in your lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get rid of him. So that's going to be the one soft spot in that lineup moving forward. I have to figure that one out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Who do you got, Shebass?
I got Kyron Williams, only 8.5 points, 12 rushes for 54 yards. Just not a very productive day for him, but, Stafford was throwing touchdowns left and right. So
yeah, no one had any yards on the team. So, I mean, they just only threw touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think they had to do a whole lot else.
Didn't Stafford break some record or something for most touchdowns overseas or something like that?
I didn't catch that one.
Oh,
I don't know.
He might have.
I think it was. I think it's like never been done 5 touchdowns overseas or something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, killing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to wide receivers. Justin, who really stuck out to you as a winner this week here?
I'll go with Olave. 2 touchdowns.
I had him going.
You had him in that league. Yeah, absolutely. That almost had 100 yards, 5 catches, 98 yards, but that 2 touchdown game. Somebody who's been a little under the radar, having a halfway decent season, but haven't been finding the end zone too much, and found it twice this week. So he's a winner this week.
I thought for sure you were going to say AJ Brown. Olave is a sneaky one. I like that because I have both receivers. It's like the one. It's like I'll look at my teams at the beginning of the season. I'd be like, well, this team sucks, and that's the only one that's good. And all the teams I thought were good can't win a game. I'm going to be wearing the dress in one league, and my team name's changing in the next league. A lot of that's due to injury, unfortunately. Shebass, who do you got?
I got AJ Brown. So,
he's over there changing his answer. He's like, AJ Brown's a good one.
No, I had him and Keenan Allen on here. So But yeah, AJ Brown, 28.1 points, came alive against a Vikings defense that was first against the pass. So I mean, that between him and Devontae Smith. I mean, those two were. It was a shocking surprise that they had the weeks they had against the Vikings defense. So
the Vikings can't defend big, strong receivers, man. It's like Metcalf had his one breakout game too against the Vikings.
yeah.
I feel like from the Vikings perspective, they're choosing one or the other to stop. They have to put together a complete game yet.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, they stopped Dallas Goedert, so they succeeded on that one.
Yeah. Did you see the announcer call him Ertz?
No.
He's like, pass to Ertz. And he's like, Goddard. It's like, we can't.
Wow, that was a few years ago. Yeah.
I know.
Who was that? Was our game on Fox? Since I didn't get to see it.
I don't know. Okay. But when he said it, I didn't even think nothing of it. I was like, oh yeah, Ertz. Good job.
Yeah.
Middle of the field.
Green jersey, tight end. Yeah. Right.
All right, so let's go on to fantasy losers at the wide receiver position. Justin, who you got?
Hate to say it, but Brian Thomas Jr., he's been kind of fluctuating. It looked like he was building up some steam. He not only did he have a terrible game, but then Travis Hunter had a good game. So, and I know Hunter and Lawrence are in commercials together. They look like they're really chummy. So I always thought, like, wow, I hope he's not going to be like best friends with Hunter and not throw to my guy. And it looks like that's starting to become the case.
Do you ever wonder if ownership just goes like, this is our brand? Like, we need Trevor Lawrence and Hunter to be BFFs, just like Kelsey and Mahomes. And it's like, you're going to have to pass to him in the game to make this happen. I don't know.
Right. It does. That commercial makes me feel like they're just best pals. And now he's throwing to Hunter all game long, and Brian Thomas Jr. is just getting no love. I mean, to be honest, he did drop a couple passes again this week, so that can't be building any confidence with Lawrence.
So has Hunter been playing defense at all?
He has, yeah, but he definitely played more offense this week, and he has been most weeks.
It'd be funny if they said like cut, and then like Hunter and Lawrence were just like eat shit. They just hate each other and they just walk off. But we're just seeing we're seeing exactly what they want us to see.
Good actors, then I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because they look like little brother, like he's gonna like hold him, he's gonna pick him up.
Yeah.
And doesn't Travis Hunter's one heck of an actor too? Actually, when you really think about it, I thought he did a really good job in that commercial. Didn't he do a backflip or something in that commercial?
I don't remember. I just remember his smile. He's very charismatic.
No, I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a backflip.
He just smile and a backflip. Meanwhile, the whole time,
Brian Thomas Jr. Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
Brian Thomas Jr. is just weeping. I wish I could do a flip.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say he was over there like outing.
No, Brian Thomas Jr. just does a somersault. He's like, "Look, I can do this."
Yeah, okay, good job.
It's like Trevor Lawrence can't do anything. He's just sitting there like, what am I supposed to do? This guy's doing backflips and smiling like this. I can't do any of this.
Yeah, he's just brushing his hair.
They just got to put a fan on his hair.
Right. The only thing I could do is a Head and Shoulders commercial next.
Do you guys remember how absurd those Herbal Essence commercials were back in the 90s? You remember that? Where it's like it showed the woman's like washing her hair, but she's like moaning. She's like,
"Oh yes,
yes, yeah."
And everyone's like, "What's she doing?" And you walk in, she's just washing her hair with Herbal Essence. It's like you can't get away with that these days at all.
No way. That'd be me too.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, look at me getting all flustered. You guys talking about Trevor Lawrence's hair, and I can't think anymore. Thinking of Herbal Essence commercials. Yeah. Because you got to remember, dude, when those were on, I was like 12. So when those are on, I was like, boop, boop, boop.
This is awesome.
Turning it up.
So if we just say Trevor Lawrence's name, do you just get lost? You just you just get a vision of his hair flowing.
I just think of Herbal Essence.
When I see him, I think of Fabio and that bird hitting him on the roller coaster.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. So
Who do you?
I got Nico Collins, 6.7 points.
Man, Justin's like, you take that back.
I know. I knew that was going to be a little tension there.
No, it hurts.
But man, Stroud hit him. I don't know if it was a quick out maybe early in the game, but like he hit.
I think it was a post right in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
it was a post. Yeah,
right through his hands. And it was like
about 20 yards. Yeah,
Nico Collins never does that. And I was like, after that, I was just like, this might be a long night for him.
This ain't his year.
Yeah.
Well, the concussion doesn't help either. I mean, when they were when they were in catch-up mode, he had a concussion and was pulled from the game. So there is that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's one of my duds there.
All right, tight ends. Moving on, tight ends. Winners for the week at tight end position. I'm going to be picking up Hunter Henry in my guillotine league because my tight ends are all on bye. It's my only option. I want the connection with him and Drake May. I wonder how much I have to pay for Hunter Henry. Gosh, it's so stressful.
Probably
man.
not a lot.
Guillotine leagues are stressful.
His last couple of weeks have been subpar, so he's not as heavily.
I put $70 on him. I put $70 on him. You think it's too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could stream just as good. You could stream a Juwan Johnson or somebody else in that caliber and just get a decent expected performance. Hunter Henry hasn't been.
I just want to have the connection. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm big on connections. I'm big on connections, dude. As you can see, my two Tyreek Hill connections working out great in the motor line.
Right, yeah, fantastically. I used to be in a league, one of the very first leagues I was ever in. The scoring they had was, if you had the connection, you get a bonus point. You get bonus points for it. It was really interesting. It's like good enough when you get a touchdown from your quarterback and your receiver, but then they're like, well, we'll throw another 4 points on top of it because you drafted that way.
That would actually make a snake draft interesting because you would know. You'd be like, oh shit, Justin's gonna jump and try to grab AJ Brown here because he has Hurts or whatever.
Yeah.
So you kind of know like what you were eyeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Weird. Who's your tight end winner for the week?
I'm going Oronde Gadsden Jr., a monster game. He's had 2 solid games in a row. He's rookie for LA Chargers. And I know that there's a lot of mouths to feed there, but big body. Looks like Herbert's go-to guy the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to be making a play to try to pick him up in a couple of leagues. I know he's widely available, so we can throw that out there too for free agent pickups. It's worth a stash or streaming option this week.
Sound the alarm. It's a sleeper.
Is it still a sleeper after this week? That's the question.
Anymore. No. 7 for 164 and a touchdown.
Yeah, that wouldn't make him a sleeper anymore. Maybe I should be going for him in my guillotine league.
I would go for him over Hunter this week.
I didn't even have him on my radar. Like I didn't even know about him.
Right.
Usually I know most of the rookie tight ends coming in, but yeah, him. All of a sudden I heard about him last week and I was like, who's this guy?
Well, and throughout the season there was grumblings about, like reports about how they really liked him, but you hear that about a lot of players, but once you start seeing the stats start to back it up, that's when me personally I want to get some shares because there's always those players that come out of nowhere and carry you to a championship. So if I can get some shares of them, by all means, I'm going for it.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
Who do you got, Shebass? Tight end winner.
Oh, tight end winner. Let's go Dalton Schultz. 10 targets, caught 9 of the passes, 98 yards. Put up 18 points. So it's pretty good for a tight end, if you ask me.
He's catching Miko's balls?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe it's CJ Stroud just not getting enough time and having to find his tight end because his offensive line sucks and steps on his right foot when he drops back. That could be part of it.
All of the above.
Dude, I'm going back a guy. I'm just looking at the stat line for the Chargers, and Dude, they had so many receivers catching rocks, man. Lad McConkey had 9, Keenan Allen had 11, and Gadsden had 7.
Herbert had
Yeah, and I
420
think-
yards.
Yeah, 420
Yeah.
yards.
And I think McConkey was targeted like 15 times, and that's with Johnston back, which is
I
crazy.
mean, there's no chance that he's going to beat Indiana Jones, but I mean, it was worth the try.
He needed to throw that much just to try to catch back up.
Yeah,
just to make an attempt. Gosh, the Colts are the real deal, man. They're probably just like, how can we throw, $100 million at Daniel Jones right now and get him to accept it? That's what they got to be thinking.
Yeah,
It's
did
not
they
enough.
just let him do a 1-year deal?
I think so. He's not gonna. He's gonna be able to get. He's gonna be able to get more than that now. Because Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold signed $100 million contracts. I think like 3-year deals.
Yeah.
So this dude's gonna sign like a 5-year deal worth like upper 30s a year or something. He's just gonna bank out again, man.
Yeah,
Gosh,
and the
Giants
game last night, when they were talking about Baker and they showed a highlight or a graphic about Baker and Darnold and Jones, and they were talking about, hey, if you're a fan of the teams that drafted these guys, look away. I'm sure it's really painful to see them all succeed because they were just terrible on their organizations. And then here we are as Vikings fans praying now that JJ pans out because we had 2 of those 3 and an opportunity to sign 2 of those 3 and let them go for JJ. So I'm just praying that it works out for that simple fact.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Baker was bad for the Browns, was he? He had that 1 year that he was kind of bad, but he had that injury.
The injury, right?
They gave up
the
on
shoulder.
him too early.
I think the Browns just were like, oh, here we go again, and they didn't even look at the injury as part of it. They're like, oh,
let's draft another 3 QBs next year.
Yeah.
Tight end losers for the week, Justin.
So I'll go with Michael Mayer. He'd been putting up some solid stats in Bauer's absence, so gained the trust of many fantasy owners and rewarded them with 1 catch for 10 yards.
I had him in 2 leagues, so I feel the pain for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? It means a lot to me that you mentioned that today about Michael Mayer because that's how hurt I am about the situation. He may have just put me in a dress going into next year.
Just him alone.
Him alone. I'm blaming him. It's nothing to do with my drafting.
I think you could go with the entire Raiders defense at every position from this past weekend. Everybody sucked on that team.
Their defense or their offense?
Just all around. Yeah. The whole offense.
The whole team.
I mean, God, they did nothing. I've never seen an offense perform the way they did, but they did.
Poor Pete Carroll.
Yeah. Just retire, dude, and chew gum. That's what you're good at.
He's the oldest coach in the league, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's like 72, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in his 70s.
Yeah. Crazy. You needed a dud from me, right? Tight end.
Pete Carroll 74. Yeah, I do need a dud from you.
74. God.
So we have to tell the audience whenever we go, hey, so-and-so is this, isn't he? We're usually wrong.
Yeah.
Unless we have the figure in front of us.
Yeah, correct.
I know I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
We're just throwing out random numbers.
Yeah.
Luckily I can, I'm trying to like fill the dead space as I'm quickly Googling how old is Pete Carroll? And like you guys are moving on. I'm like, no, wait.
You were praying he was right, so you didn't have to say anything.
Exactly.
Hey, I was close. I was 72, 74. I mean, it's 2 years off, right?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
So who's your tight end dud?
Tight end dud, Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta's been tight end dud for a while.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
This is getting worse, man.
The team's getting too good. That's the problem. The team is too good
so?
now. Doesn't need him like they did.
Yeah.
Recall when they drafted Hawkinson. Remember, Hawkinson had that just amazing rookie year, and then he fell off too. I think it's something with Detroit and tight ends. I don't know what the deal is. And last night, not only did he have a bad game, but there was another tight end catching passes.
Yeah, I saw that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had more production than him, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he had 4 catches or something.
Yeah, Laporta didn't catch his first pass till the second half, and then it was a terrible stat line. While everybody else was eating.
Yeah. Yep. Do we have more QB winners? Of course we do.
I
do.
I got more.
Let's roll off another QB winner of the week, guys. Justin.
I'm gonna throw out Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's a good one, interesting one. Wait till he learns the playbook.
Then we're in trouble. But many people are looking at him as their fantasy savior for the season. Anybody who has Higgins and Chase are elated with Flacco's performance last week. So
I know, man. I had a league. Yeah, I had Chase in a league. He put up 39 points, got me the dub. It's fantastic. Thanks, Flacco. Because Flacco himself put up 3 points on my team when he played for the Browns earlier this season. So he kind of made up for it.
Dramatic difference.
He gets it, though. He gets it. Like, hey, let's feed the one guy that will catch anything that comes his way.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Browning didn't get it. Like, dude, Browning, what are you doing? You're throwing to these other guys. You got Jamar Chase here. Just throw it downfield. He'll catch it.
Yeah. I mean,
man.
I just don't get how the young guys don't understand that or don't trust the QBs. And I always feel for the guys. Like I feel for Justin Fields right now and Brownie and these guys that were given opportunities and they blew it, man. Justin Fields will probably be starting again at some point, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably get, because of the talent, he'll get another opportunity, but it's dwindling. And you're right. I mean, Justin Fields post game after the Denver game was like, I got to get rid of the ball. I have to. And he's just super. The next game, you'd think he's just going to start forcing it, actually just trusting some things, and he just still holds on to the ball, just hesitant. And
do you guys play pool? Like whenever I play pool, like if I show up, like and I start playing pool, I'm just a beast. And then as time goes on, get to like your second, third, fourth, fifth game, I just start sucking. Like I just get worse and worse as time goes on. I feel like that's Justin Fields when he's playing football.
Right.
Like I don't know what it is. And it gets so freaking frustrating. It's like, dude, it's like, all right. And you try to do something, it doesn't do what you wanted it to do. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like golf is like that too, man. So we digressed a little bit there, but who's your winner of the week at QB Shebass?
The only other one I got written down is I think we already covered Jackson Dart, right? Did we cover him?
We didn't.
We talked a bit about him.
Okay. Yeah, we just talked about the sad
result.
But sad result. But you're saying he's a winner.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even though he lost, but I mean, with him and Bo Nix playing in that game together, you got a quarterback that put up 39.96 points, and then you got Jackson Dart that put up like 28 points. That's crazy to have that production from two quarterbacks in the same game.
I love those kind of games, man. I wish every game was like that.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. I mean, it's. I guess some guys probably like to watch a defense, but I mean, in football, watching the offense just score touchdowns is fun to watch.
Did you guys notice that it seems like every time? This is completely off. I don't even know why I thought of this right now based on what you're saying, but whenever a QB, and I'm only going to have two examples off the tip of my head, but a QB wins a Super Bowl, it seems like 10 years later in their career, they get traded or they get picked up by the team that they beat in the Super Bowl. Have you guys noticed this as didn't it just happen with Russell Wilson, right? Because they beat the Broncos and then he went to the Broncos.
Okay.
And then it just happened with Aaron Rodgers, right? They won the Super Bowl versus the Steelers. Yeah. And then he goes to the Steelers. And it almost, in my brain, my mind just wants to be like, there's no way he can be successful with the team that he destroyed in the Super Bowl. It's not even possible.
It must feel weird.
Yeah, it must feel weird to him, but to me, I can't even see. Like, It's like Aaron Rodgers' epic Super Bowl win against the Steelers and his epic Super Bowl win for the Steelers.
Or
Like, it just doesn't seem
if it
right.
ever happened. Yeah.
So do you think it's the coaches are just like, man, he crushed us back in that
10
Super
years
Bowl.
ago.
Yeah.
No,
And
I just feel like-
now is our chance.
I feel
So
like it's
Mike
one of those
Tomlin-
unwritten laws of the universe. Like, it's just if you beat a team in the Super Bowl and you only have one Super Bowl win, you have to then be on that team. It's just the way it works.
No other option.
So Flacco to the Niners next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Guaranteed. I just can't believe that. I mean, he's still out there playing.
Yeah.
He was drafted with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan feels like he's been retired forever.
Right. The funny thing is, Flacco was never that great of a passer. He just was the game manager and don't mess it up. And now he's out there slinging it and throwing for 350 and 3 touchdowns when he doesn't.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like just in general as humans, right? As we get older, we just care less. We just don't give a shit anymore. My light just turned off. Yeah, it's like you'll put up with people's shit when you're younger, and then as you get older, you just don't care anymore, right? It's like
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I remember I used to work at Applebee's when I was a teenager, and there was always old people in there eating the riblets with this barbecue sauce all over their mouth. Like, it'd just be a couple. They're both like 70 years old.
You're like,
I don't
he
care.
doesn't care.
Like, what do you expect? I'm eating ribs, barbecue sauce on them, right?
I'm not
It's
going to clean it off after every bite.
Yeah, exactly. And that's Flacco. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm not playing this stupid game next year anyways, dude. I'm
I
slinging
don't
if I
care what
want.
the writers say about me. I don't
Exactly. He's like, this is what play the coaches want us to do, but this is what we're doing. You run.
Well, Fields should take some notes then, because Fields is in his own head caring too much.
Yeah, well, he's still young, so he still cares, but he doesn't realize that in football years he's old. He's getting a little bit older than he thinks right now.
Yeah, I think in about 8 years, Fields is going to be a beast if he can last it.
Yeah, Fields is going to be one of those guys, or somebody gets hurt, and then it's going to be like, oh man, they got to bring in the backup, Justin Fields, and everyone's not going to think nothing of it, and he's just going to light the freaking world on fire.
It'll be good. Yeah,
yeah, that's what's going to happen.
I hope so.
Yeah. QB losers. Do you have any more, Justin?
That's a segue because Fields is on my loser list. Very easy.
Yeah.
4 fantasy points, lost his job. The owner came out and said, we are terrible because our quarterback is terrible, and they're going to make a switch. It sounds like that was the reports today.
Wow, that is just horrendous, man. They can't win. I really was high on Fields this year.
Same.
I was so high on him. Also, I find it weird that Tyrod Taylor is still playing football. Like, it feels like he's been in the league forever.
Yeah, the funny thing is the stat line for Tyrod Taylor was basically like Justin Fields. It's not going to be any different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they pay Fields? They paid him too. They gave him a contract.
Yeah, I think a year. Yeah. I don't think anything.
I thought it was longer than that. I always find it weird, like when Russell Wilson got
Google it up.
Yeah, when Russell Wilson got that huge contract in the offseason when he played for the Broncos, I was like, why? Why do you pay the guy before you've seen him play a game?
Right.
Justin Fields has a 2-year, $40 million contract with the Jets that includes $30 million guaranteed. So
Woody Johnson is not happy paying somebody $20 million right now.
Yeah, it's like when I.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when I have a bad day, I also don't have $30 million in my bank account. So Justin Fields will be fine.
He's okay.
Wait, I thought you did, but
30 million.
Last time I checked, you had that there. Do you think it's an ownership issue though?
Part of me thinks that they listen to, like, I just have this feeling that Garrett Wilson was like, hey, y'all need to go get Justin Fields. Like, I feel like they listen to their team, like the players, right? Because they played together in college. And he's like, yeah, you guys got to go get Justin Fields. He's the truth or whatever. And they're just like, oh, yeah, well, this is the face of our franchise right now. So let's just listen to him. And he was dead wrong.
You got a point there because they did the same thing. Sauce Gardner wanted Aaron Rodgers there, and so they brought in Aaron Rodgers.
And then Aaron Rodgers wanted Devontae Adams there.
Adams
And
there.
then Aaron Rodgers wanted to fire his coach. He's like, let's get rid of this coach. This guy sucks.
And they
so
did.
maybe the Jets.
I think that was I think that was their mistake, was firing their coach. I think he was, he's getting them back to winning there, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, somebody in there has a portrait of Sam Darnold, and they're just like, why?
Right.
Come back.
I see dead people.
Do we have any more QB losers, Justin?
The only other one I was going to have an honorable mention for is Wentz.
Freaking
he had the 313 yards, but threw the 2 picks and made some just absolutely terrible decisions.
Yeah, he did. And that second pick was just ridiculous, man. I mean, the guy's football IQ to me, and I don't know this for sure. I'm just basing it on just short press conferences. The guy, he seems like the dopiest dude I've ever seen with a microphone. Like, besides us 3 dudes, it's like he's just like,
which way join the pod.
He should join our pod. I mean, gosh, something interesting is my next door neighbor plays for NDSU. He's D1 starting defensive lineman. I said D1 defensive lineman for NDSU, and his brother will go hang out with him at NDSU, and they're telling me that they met these receivers that played with Carson Wentz, and the guy went out to shake his hand, and his fingers were just like all curled up and broken because Carson Wentz just like broke his finger, like just throwing him a pass or whatever. And that's the second time I heard that story, because there's a guy I work with who's actually on Love Island, actually, a couple of years ago, Andy Voyan. Anyone who's paying attention to this podcast might know who this guy is. He had celebrity status for about 2 years. But he actually went to NDSU as a wide receiver as well. He didn't really play any minutes, but he was on the team. And he played with Trey Lance. And he told me that Trey Lance broke 2 of his fingers. I wonder what it's like catching a ball from these guys, because these are 2 QBs that aren't good. And they're breaking people's fingers.
And you don't know like them as like these rifle throwers, so all of them must be.
Yeah, absolutely. That did happen in the NFL one time. I remember Brett Favre breaking somebody's finger when he played for the Jets.
Yeah.
See, he's one I've always heard that about. Yeah.
Hey, going back to the Packers, even I remember hearing that. So
yeah,
he could sling it.
Trey Lance still in the league? What team does he play for?
Oh, shit.
He does. I think he's on LA Chargers.
Yeah, I think you're right. Didn't he get a few snaps in recently? I thought he got a few in.
He had a halfway decent preseason game or 2, but I don't recall.
Yeah.
Just imagine being that guy. You get everyone, they trade for you, you move up, you get drafted high, they get rid of their QB, you're about to start, and then you get hurt, and they just never get another opportunity.
Right.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible.
You got to go with, every spot is a Raider, right? So Geno Smith. I don't think anybody could have had as worse of a week than he did. He got like 2 points.
Right.
Yeah.
Pathetic. 2 points.
It's amazing. It's amazing that the Raiders picked up the Seahawks like scrubs and was like, why aren't we getting a different result?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. It's like same people. The Raiders have not been good since I was like a fan of football. Like the Raiders have always been terrible.
Right. And on that note, we're talking about some organizations that just don't make the right decisions. Look at Seattle, man. They're just killing it. Their front office is like to trade Russ as soon as he basically turned to garbage and get the haul they got for him, and then move on from Geno, move on from Carroll, hire the coaching staff, and where they're at now. I mean, they really did it right over the last decade.
That's another phenomenon that I've noticed that certain organizations have a connection with each other, and I feel like the Vikings have a connection with the Seahawks. The Seahawks get all of our good players after we're done with them. Like before we should have been done with them, right?
Yeah.
Sidney Rice, Percy Harvin, slinging Sam Darnold. Who else?
John Randall.
There you
go. I think
go.
we started it with Hutchinson, and we did the whole poison pill thing, so Seattle couldn't sign Hutchinson. like their best guard at the time, and the Vikings offered him. There was some sort of clause in free agency where if the other team couldn't match it, then he would be just granted to whatever team first made the offer. So the Vikings made him an offer and put something in the offer where he has to live in Minneapolis. So then that was the poison pill. So Seattle couldn't match the offer and say they'd buy him a house in Minneapolis. So they lost him to us. And then after that, it was war.
It's war. And now every time one of our players breaks out, Seattle's like, we want him. Now,
yep.
Let's just do a quick rapid fire round here. And I think Shebass, you're going to go over a list of guys that you should keep your eye on, some breakouts. And Justin's going to go over a quick list of his fantasy winners for week 7. So let's start with Shebass here. Let's get into the breakouts here. The sleeper alerts.
Sound the alarm. It's a sleeper.
I need to get one that says breakouts. Who do you got, Shebass?
I got Kyle Monangai. Is that how you say his name? I think that's how you say his name.
Okay.
If it's not, that's how I say it.
What about Swift?
Swift? Dude, he's been put back in with the broom. That guy's out.
That's a Swiffer, bro. It's a different thing.
I don't know. This guy had a good week, though. He had 13 carries for 81 yards. Had a touchdown, 2 receptions, 13 yards, and put up 17 points. So I heard some grumblings about him over the last couple weeks, and he showed up when Caleb Williams didn't. Look at that. Trying to make up for where the quarterback's struggling, I guess, huh?
All right. Who you also got?
Also got Tennessee wide receiver Shamir. Okay, I don't know if this is his right way to say his name. Dyke. Did you guys know I was going that route?
Yeah, of course.
But I don't. Dike, right? How else would you say?
That's how you pronounce it. Yeah.
Is bike, right? So 16.9 points. I had
just drives a Subaru to work every day. He's like, what?
Yeah, right. It's got a sweet mullet going on.
Femulet.
But yeah, he had a good week. I had Iliak Ayomanor because Calvin Ridley was out, and this guy wasn't even on my radar. So
sweet,
man, just like he came out of the woods. Like, who is this guy?
Came out of the closet.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's more fitting. You want me to go a couple more or what?
Dude, whatever you got for your breakouts?
All right. So Tampa Bay had some injuries. So Tez Johnson came out, showed out. He had 9 targets, 4 receptions.
Showed out.
Yeah, 58 yards and a touchdown. So 15 points. After only getting 3 targets the previous week and in 1 catch. So obviously monitor the situation down there in Tampa Bay with all the injuries going on. But I don't know. Anything with Mike Evans? Have you heard anything on that, Justin?
He's out for the majority of the regular season.
Oh, man,
he broke his collarbone.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that he went like he got knocked out like cold and was just laying there. So that sucks. But yeah. So I got Tez Johnson, then I got Troy Franklin from Denver. Obviously, they were slinging it around a bit, but he had 10 targets.
I had Franklin on my bench, and I had Marvin Mims in a league.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's always a tough call, though. One of them is going to alternate.
Yeah. I feel like after Cortland Sutton, it's just, you never know who's going to come out there. And then we touched on did we touch on the tight ends in New York or no?
No.
Earlier? Okay. Daniel Bellinger had 4 targets, 3 receptions, 88 yards, and 17 points. So it's a few guys at a few different positions there. Keep an eye on.
All right. Lightning round, Justin. Winners. Rest of your
couple
winner
other
list.
winners I have listed. One's fairly obvious. Quinshon Judkins just continuing to be a beast. 84 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jalen Warren had a really great game. 16 carries for 127 yards. Another 4 receptions for 31 yards. So got the bulk of the work there in that Pittsburgh game. Rashee Rice, welcome back. We were talking about the potential concerns, and I think we mentioned that, hey, we waited 6 weeks. Let's throw him in our lineup. So hopefully you guys listened and went ahead and did that.
I almost got chopped because I didn't put him in.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that you did.
Yeah.
And then interestingly, Pat Freiermuth kind of came back from the dead, had a pretty big game. The unfortunate thing there is they have the 2 tight ends. But the good thing is they're playing Green Bay this week. So you might be able to start either tight end in Pittsburgh. As we've seen so far, they're terrible against tight ends, as they were again this week, with McBride having his biggest game of the season. So he's my final winner as a tight end winner, Trey McBride.
Aaron Rodgers needs that win.
Yeah, he does.
So hopefully what's that?
He's going to be hungry.
He's going to be hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, we need the win, because afterwards, Aaron Rodgers is going to be talking mad shit, and we all need to be there for that. And if he loses, he's just going to be super professional. He's going to be like, yeah, you win some, you lose some. But if he wins, he's going to be like, I told them motherfuckers not to. I'm just kidding.
Sunday night, right?
I told them not to cut me. I told them that I was better than Jordan Love. Yeah.
I'm not remembering. Did he play against them in New York?
I thought so.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I thought he did.
You'd think we would remember. It's a big deal.
Yeah. How do we not remember it if he did? I don't know. Weird.
We'll have to Google that one. But yeah, very excited to see that.